Hi, this is going to be a short review on how to read a topographical map. Contour maps are a cartographer's way of taking the three-dimensional landscape and transposing that to a 2D piece of paper for you to be able to read and understand and correlate the surroundings with what you see on the paper. Some key indicator things that you need to know are that contour lines are these lines on the paper on the map that are brown in color typically, and they show height above sea level. They never cross each other because they each indicate a certain height above sea level. And there's an interval. And the interval is constant throughout that one map. Each map may be different. Maybe the interval is 10 meters or maybe 20 or 25. And that's something for you to figure out. Sometimes it's written on the map and sometimes you only see a section of the map. So for instance, right here we have this index contour line is 700, that's 800, and we have the sectional lines in between. Now you can count and guesstimate in between because we have 1, 2, 3, 4 lines separating. So let's just say if they are 20 meters a piece, this would be 720, 740, 760, 780, and then 800 meters. So this indeed does work. So index lines are generally every fifth. They're typically heavier on a map so you can point them out a little bit quicker, and they give the elevation number somewhere in the interval. And that's important. So you need to be able to locate that interval right away when you're looking at a contour map and distinguish, are they 10 meters apart? Are they 20 meters apart? And then you can read the whole map. Widely spaced contour lines in a map indicate a gentle slope. Right here you can see in this one right here a gentle slope, where if they're close together, that means the elevation is very steep. Remember, this is not showing you distance. This is showing you elevation above sea level. So the distance remains the same, whatever map scale you have on the bottom. So maybe within this 10-foot range, the slope goes up 80 feet, whereas opposed on this side, it goes a lot lower. And you can look at indicate as well. And now notice that mountains are typically indicated by the roundness and the circularity of the steepness of the slopes. So these correlate steeper, less steep. And then you can, this is a great example of how one side of a mountain can be different than the other. So if you're actually mountain climbing or hiking and you have a map like this, a topographical map, you would plan your trip to go on this side of the mountain as opposed to this side. All right, so this is another indication. When they're close together, they indicate a steep slope. When they're farther apart, it's much more gentle. Typically, the top of a mountain is either indicated with a handwritten in elevation, or you can guesstimate, because even though it stops here at 60, it may continue on to maybe 62 or 63 meters above sea level. So that's something that certain maps, like if it's a very nice mountain, a very tall mountain, that would indicate that by elevation-wise. Last but not least, at the tip of mountains, sometimes there are depressions. There's always surface depressions anywhere you go in life and in nature. So these are indicated by hash marks. Now, hash marks can be inside or outside the circle. This tells you that you're not going up, but yet you're going down. Not up, but down. This is all I have for a review for topographical map reading. Thank you very much.